Hello, I am Lori Clow. I've been a part of the Three Lakes community for approximately 32 years. I have been in the financial field for uh, almost 26. I am here today for Forward Three Lakes to interview Erica Brewster, who is the library director of Demmer Memorial Library. And this is Erica. So, Erica, with the library, what is the mission of your organization?
Well, most people understand what a library is in the common sense of, books and materials. The Demmer Library has a specific mission to connect people to the transformative power of knowledge by providing opportunities to explore, create, learn, and share.
Mm-hmm.
And we do that through a variety of different ways, but the board specifically chose those things because they want to demonstrate that a library is more than just checking out a book and coming in, checking out a book and leaving, but it's much more about that hands-on opportunity for learning and connecting to the material that people are interested in at that time.
Oh, that is great.
Mm-hmm.
How do you accomplish that mission?
Yeah, we actually have a lot of different ways. Of course, we do provide physical access to materials, so we do have books, audiobooks, magazines, videos that are physically located inside the building. We also have access to electronic books, electronic audiobooks, things that have become much more, especially in this time of being isolated and quarantining. A lot of people are depending on more of those materials. But we also do programs, and that's another common thing that people associate with libraries, whether it be for children, like a story hour program. We do story hour program for young children. We do a baby story time. And then we also do a variety of programs for teenagers and adults and for other groups. But then beyond that, just within our mission as well, we provide opportunities for volunteers. And so that's a way for a lot of people in the community to become connected to the community or to stay active. We have a lot of retirees, so we have a lot of people who come to us as a way to socialize, to learn, to become leaders in groups like the Friends of the Library, and to otherwise engage with the community. We provide space for socializing and meeting informally or formally. Our socializing space in good times, we're able to provide a place for reading the newspaper, gathering, talking. And then we also offer rooms like this for meeting and collaborating with technology for video conferencing. We do also have access to technology and business services. So we call it the personal administration. When you need to fax something, you need to scan, you need to copy, print something off, sign documents, applying for unemployment or doing a resume. We have public access computers for that and Wi-Fi. So a lot of those business activities and studying and other school-related items. We also have we have specifically spaces for hands-on learning, like the laboratory and our children's area, where it's hands-on learning, hands-on play. And it's a learning through making, learning through doing. And so we kind of call those our messy spaces. And we actually, allow noise and allow a lot of that action in the library. We also provide access to a lot of online services for e-learning, Gale courses and other, like if you need to learn about Excel or you need to improve your skills at QuickBooks or some of those other, or learn Japanese, we offer free courses online for those types of things. And then one of the other major things we do through our mission is partner with the other groups and organizations in Three Lakes to, like at the Center for the Arts. So we present speakers and put items on their calendar that we organize and arrange, and they provide us the space. And then, activities with the Lions Club, where they bring over items for the children. We do different interactive activities with them. They just donated the little free libraries to our building. And so it's a lot in the school, of course, we do a lot of partnering with the school. and with the business community and other different, hosting different events like Leadership Oneida County, where last time I interacted with you here,
Yeah.
where we have speakers come in from the community and present to people who are learning about leadership and Oneida County. So a large
Everything is
variety of
just-
things.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, definitely. A
Mhm.
big part of this community. How big would you say your membership is? Has it been really increasing or decreasing?
Sure.
What?
Actually, we've been pretty steady around, officially, we have 2,600 registered users on our rolls.
Okay.
And of those, at least over 1,000 have been active in the last year. I know a lot of people, this year's been a little weird because of the coronavirus and people not coming in as routinely.
Right.
But, and we do stay pretty steady around 2,600 people, which interestingly, the town of Three Lakes has a population of about 2,400.
Right.
So usually we have more registered users than we do have population in Three Lakes.
Oh, nice. From your perspective of your organization and the scope of the work your organization does, what are some of the issues facing Three Lakes?
I think it's most apparent to people who come in from the outside, and they notice that we are an aging community. In some ways, this is an advantage, and which I can get to, which I can talk about later. But the aging of the community means that we do have a lot of people who are changing what they can be involved in over their lifespan. In some ways, the benefit is people, they say that when you're older, you have the time and you have the money, you may not have the energy anymore of some of the younger people, but the time is a great benefit. But that lack of energy means that we have individuals who aren't as active in their roles as volunteers or community leaders, and they also are seasonal. So we have a lot of people in the community who come, they're here for 3-4 months, they're very active, and then they leave.
Right.
So a lot of the
Right.
activities that go on during the summer, then those organizations really struggle to find leadership during those other times of years.
And what are some of the opportunities facing?
Yeah.
the
I think,
Three Lakes?
and then the flip side of that is you have a lot of new retirees and new faces coming into the community. They have just left professional life. Maybe their children are grown, they're starting families of their own, and so they are bringing new experiences and new opportunity and new ideas, and they're willing to really put in the time and the effort, and a lot of times their own funds contributed to it. The challenge there, then kind of going back to one of the things that is a barrier, is not being the red tape that's involved in some of those things. People, either they've retired and they start a project, and then, or they've moved into the community and they start a project and they don't realize that, well, you might want a dog park. It sounds like a great idea. Everybody wants a dog park. But the number of hours and meetings and permits and applications and
That is all involved.
all the in
Yeah.
something like that. So you can have somebody who's passionate, have a lot of even the funding for it, but the amount of red tape or the steps that it takes to get something done, the bureaucratic process, and there's not somebody there to like walk somebody through that. Our town staff don't have time to mentor every project that comes along. And so I think that's one of the big challenges is people become frustrated because they see that there's a lot of barriers in the way of making good ideas reality in the community. But I do think we're lucky that we're a small community that has a huge variety of really good services right in the town. We have 2 banks, we have a pharmacy, we have a grocery store, we have a post office that's, an actual rural post office. We have a library, we have a school, we have these community resources, these parks and stuff that other communities, maybe they have one of those things, but to have all of those things right here in one place. And then we have easier access to some of those places. If you needed a larger grocery store or better shopping, it's not that far away.
Right,
So
right.
I think that's another thing that we have as an opportunity for us.
Oh, well, I want to thank you for taking your time
Yeah, thank you.
and thank you guys out there.